What's your relationship like with Banjul Breweries?
I have a good relationship with Banjul Brewers. They've helped me a lot in the competition, and I am honored to win on their behalf.
So, Ara, in the future, what should we expect from Ara's?
This is just the beginning. Expect more from Arasan, ranging from acting, modeling, and etc.
Thank you very much. First question. Who is Fantasy and what inspired you into modeling?
My name is Fanta. I'm 19. I live in Manjai, a humble Mandinka girl. I schooled and graduated from Grts International last year. And, well, I love modeling, yes. I've always loved modeling since I was a kid.
You've competed in a lot of beauty pageants before and you emerged second place for the Queen of Companies representing Africa. How do you feel?
It's a bittersweet feeling because sometimes you feel like a winner, sometimes you feel like a loser. Winning second place is not bad, it's awesome. The competitions that I've been to. But sometimes you feel you want to be a winner. You understand? So that's the feeling. It's bittersweet. Makes you want to do it again, makes you not want to do it again. So you're in the middle.
Tell us, what's your relationship like with Africell?
It's a good one. I work for Africell.
What do you do?
I'm a radio star. I go on the radio, I talk on radio shows, and and we actually have a famous radio talk show. It's called The Girls on the Show. Saturdays. It's my favorite. I love that show.
What should we expect from Fantasy?
Expect something amazing. Something the Gambians never seen before.
Thank you. Arasen and Fantasy right there for you guys. Queen of Companies 2011 and the first runner-up representing Banjul Breweries and Africell. Shouts to everybody in Sukuta right now, Aras people and everybody from Manjai Kunda, that's Fantas people, and of course I'm send shout outs to my people, everybody from BK City. Shouts to you all, and I hope you enjoyed that interview. And now we go with Kadu Askanwi. Very, very interesting topic we have for you guys. We interviewed a couple of people and we asked them a very important question. That question is, what can you do for your own country?
One thing I would do to improve the Gambia would obviously be on the side of education. I'm a big fan of kids, and therefore I would bring them closer to myself, help them with their assignments, try to talk to them as a sister, and mold them into becoming a good future leader.
To support our artists,
my greater concern is people that always walk in the streets and all the time you see them, trying to urinate in the streets. This is something that has been bothering me for quite a long time, and if I am able to stop anything in the country, I am sure this will take a greater priority as far as I am concerned. Urinating in the streets has become something very disturbing, and looking at the health of people, I am sure it's not something that should be done as far as health is concerned. So urinating in the streets is one thing that I want to improve on, in this country.
I think I can contribute to the development of this nation in at least two ways. One, that is by establishing a small-scale business in which I will be paying tax annually. So this tax period can be used for infrastructural developments like road construction, billions of schools and hospitals and the like.
In order to improve the Gambia, I think we need to improve the people first. And the most important thing we could do is work with the children, that is the growing population of the country. I can personally do something to improve the Gambia by either having a TV show or a radio show that will be sensitizing the children, teaching them new skills, share ideas and get to learn from each other. And then the children that are on the radio show could pass it on to their friends or their cousins in other parts of the country. And then by the time we know what's going on, the message would have been circulated around the country. I personally think that will help because the children are going to be the future leaders of tomorrow. So if we improve their mentality, change the way they think, and give them a positive feeling about life, and then that's it. The country will you know, be...
We think, we have a quota to play in the socio-economic development of the Gambia, particularly on the side of motor vehicle. That's why when we finished our studies, we came back to the Gambia, opened this garage, employ Gambians, and at the same time to make sure, we have that standard roadworthiness of the vehicles. And at the same time, we realized that obviously, Gambians are, getting into more latest vehicles rather than obviously buying second-hand and stuff like that. And those vehicles are more of electronics type, and therefore definitely, people without that, educational background will not be able to work on those vehicles. And obviously that will put, the road users and even the, owners of the vehicles at risk, because if the vehicles are not roadworthy, obviously the people driving the cars and obviously the road users as well, lives are at risk. So that is one thing that we came in to try to help address that kind of situation. And like I just said earlier on, to contribute to the socio-economic development, of the country, obviously employing Gambians. Because if you look at our garage, all employees are Gambian, very young ones, and even encouraging more, especially women. We're taking them in to encourage them to get into this automotive field and stuff like that. And right now we have about 8 trainees that we're training. And out of that train, my company is sponsoring 4 of them at the GTTI, full sponsorship, and like I just said, obviously we think, we have that part to play towards the socio-economic development of this country, and we think this is one of the ways to do it. To obviously, because those people that we employ, we're paying them, they're feeding their families, you know what I mean, and they're all Gambians. And at the same time, people's, vehicles are roadworthy. And at the same time, obviously, we're saving the police time, because if the vehicles are roadworthy, that means less accidents. And that means less work for the police. And obviously, less work for those at the hospital, because obviously most cases, accidents, people get injured and, the hospital, whatever, has to do some work on them, and all that comes to the, government's expenses and stuff like that. So we think we're definitely, playing a big role and part of, that aspect of socio-economic development.
My main aim to develop the Gambia is to study accountancy, have this stuff, and first begin with the teaching field, whereas I will teach to also give my knowledge to others so that they can have exact as I have, and I believe that would at least develop the Gambia into another thing. Then from there, after the teaching, if I have the opportunity to work somewhere else, from there, any little thing that I have, I will also share it to the Gambia to develop the Gambia.
I can do a lot, but then the thing that I want to talk about is littering. People litter a lot, and but I can stop people from littering, but then I as a person can prevent myself or try not to litter. And if we have like 10 or more people with the same mentality, then I guess we will have a conducive place to live in. And also, I think I'm not abusing the civil service, because I've been a good citizen. I try not to commit crimes or, do illegal stuff, so I'm out.
Personally, I've been a child advocate for a very long time, and in continuing to do so, I hope I'll be able to ensure that the safety of children is guaranteed, to ensure that there is a friendly Gambia created for all children in the country. And I also hope in the future, when I become a lawyer by God's grace, I would continue to do the same thing and ensure that the world is healed for children, like Michael Jackson said, and also to ensure that women are also protected.
Well, I believe that as Gambians, we all have our role to play in the development of the country. So as a law student, I'll ensure that when I hopefully graduate, that's with the help of God, I'll ensure that I defend the rights of the poor and the oppressed. I believe in that way I'll be contributing my own role to ensure that the Gambia is a better place for all of us.
Very, very important question you should always ask yourself. Every morning you wake up, ask yourself that question. And don't be satisfied with an answer until you feel like you got the right one. That question is, what can you do for your own country? You heard what those people said? Think about your own answer and make sure you practice it. Practice what you preach. That was the Kadu Askanwi right there. what can you do for your own country? I know what I can do for my country, but I'm